and welcome to this week's What's Hot, the first of 2022. It's also the first trading day of the new year when the FTSE 100 rose over 1% and the AIM or junior market defiantly did nothing. So as we know, trading themes are cyclical, and ahead of the Oscars in March this year, we saw the production houses pushing the movies that they want nominated in the Oscars and that film critic Mark Commode has overlooked. Now, looking at the Cineworld bulletin board on lse.co.uk, and you'd think it was a cultural listings guide as opposed to a company critique portal. Now, speaking of commodes, I remember joking about the presenter commode when I worked for Bloomberg way back 2003 to 2009. I started my shift at 3 o'clock in the morning and usually got my first pee break at 11 o'clock in the morning. Now that was a pelvic floor tightener, if ever there was one. But the lockdown and the periods of isolation see us home office bound and virtual avatars on Zoom, and commodes might not be a bad thing, though company Careco did have me chuckling at their inadvertent or maybe very deliberate apology for any inconvenience that was caused by staff shortages. Though when I typed in listed commode makers in Google, I was presented with two listed stocks, Barclays and NatWest, although maybe you know something that I don't. Well, health and wellness remain interesting themes. Emerged in 2021 and they're here to stay. For example, Clinigen, cancer drug specialist, it received a takeover offer in December 2021. Now, if you were an investor in Clinigen in 2017, you were invested in a £1 billion market cap company. Just off the boil now, but 2017, and you sold up there, hopefully you made a profit. Now, if you hold shares in Apple now, January 2022, you'll be crowing because you hold stock in the world's first $3 trillion market cap company. Now, if you'd bought the shares way back in December 1980, you'd be crowing because you would have bought shares in Apple for $22. They're now trading at $182. Nice. Well, back to health, and as the NHS buckles, revives, survives, a lot of people who can afford it or can't afford to wait are veering towards the private health sector. So private healthcare is increasingly the choice of those who can. So Spire Healthcare is a beneficiary, so look out for other private healthcare companies in 2022. And plant-based and alternative proteins continue their inexorable rise within the stream of consciousness. They became trading themes properly in 2021 and will probably continue to do so in perpetuity. Now, although I am a Saturday salami seller, I did attend Vegan Fest back in August 2021. And what I saw was a lot of wealth wandering around the rice flour stalls at that event. And I remember thinking to myself, and so it begins. But as for the call to the middle-aged, middle-class people to become activists, I thought to myself, it'll never catch on. I hope you're warm. I hope you're well. Look after yourselves. I'll see you same time next week.